Previously on the Digimon Tri Cup.
We're going to go into the new Restaurant Superior mode to draw me a card. So nifty when Digivolving. Place one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon under one of their opponent's other Digimon or underneath one of their tamers. For each tamer you have in play, increase the level.
No.
So I can put 6s underneath. Your
No.
Chaosdramon's going underneath that analog man.
No! Hi, I'm Ben. Now for those of you who don't know, the Digimon TCG is currently my favorite game to play at the moment. I even have a little bit of competitive success with it as well.
I activate Marcus Damon's effect. Full charge!
But that isn't enough. I need to hone my skills and make myself into an even better player. But to do that, I'm gonna need a rival. But thanks to my good friend Kyle, aka RideMyAvatar, we've come up with a brand new series for you guys. We call it the Digimon Tri Cup. Every video, we'll be bringing in our own proxy decks, up to date with whatever the latest support is available, and duke it out. Each video will give either of us a point, except we're adding a little brand new rule here. If there's ever a 5-point deficit between the person ahead and the person behind, the next win the player achieves will receive 2 points instead of the 1. This will make it a little bit more interesting and a bit of a comeback factor for any player that falls behind. It's gonna be a fun little series where we try and see who will be victorious. The Digimon Tri Cup. Who do you think will win?
What's up, everybody? Looks like we got another W on our hands. We were able to take the win with none other than Hunter deck with the Quartzmon. Well, I figured let's double it back, shall we? And do another Hunter theme deck. We are playing none other than the Quartzmon variant, the Villain Hunters. This version focuses on trying to get to Quartzmon as soon as possible to lock down your opponent. So we can lock them down, then gain 1 memory for every 2 suspended Digimon and or Tamer in play. That's gonna really help you out. So this can possibly keep it your turn when you Digivolve, but you can also cheat this in for 9 costs, which we're not trying to do. But all turns, all your Digimon except this one and all your Tamers cannot unsuspend. He is going to punish your opponent a bit. And then when attacking, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon and or Tamers. Then for every 5 suspended Digimon and or Tamers in play, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. It's really nasty that way. What we can do to surprise our opponent, we are teching in blue card. So while we are on, let's say, Metal Life Wagabon, we can actually cheat into Quartzmon if it is in our top 5. We have Astramon if we get 4 sources underneath it and he's in our hand. Bringing in Quartzmon, cheating him in a turn early can always lead to fantastic plays. But we also are playing this card here. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play 1 Tamer card among them without paying memory cost. Place the rain cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. If we have a Tamer in there, free Tamer value. But when attacking once per turn for each green or black Tamer you have in play, reveal the top card of your deck. You may play any number of green or black Digimon among them with a total play cost of 10 or less without paying its memory cost. That gives us some free value, and there's quite a few Digimon we want to play off of it, like Metal Life, Yasumon, even Dracmon. Getting some free value out of that really is going to push us ahead. But then we also do have armor texture, actually. You can get really quick plays by just going into Opossumon or Yasumon. There are both armor forms that you can cycle into one to another, because one will let you play a Ren or Ryoma. We aren't playing Aryu because I think she's kind of terrible, but being able to play Ren and Ryoma really does help out. So now you have ways of cycling in faster, and then we're using like Yu because the ability to gain memory to keep it our turn is really important. Then we have Taiki. We can gain some advantage to start filtering in. All in all, great deck to really be throwing at your opponent. I wouldn't be surprised if Benman's not ready for this. So guys, without further ado, let's get into it.
Alright, well, that Digimon Superior mode is absolutely nasty. But I did learn quite a few things about that deck, and there were actually quite a few cards that were pretty spicy in there. So I thought, what if I took some of those cards and put it into an already existing deck just to make it a bit more consistent? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to bring out the Bagra Army. The Bagra Army is normally a pretty bad deck, if I do say so myself, but there are quite a few new tools that I think makes this deck a lot more viable. Starting off with, of course, with the brand new Digimon. It is a black Digimon. It is not a Bagra Army, unfortunately, but it is a cross heart, and it has the effect where it can evolve on top of anything as long as it has a save ability, which actually all of our rookies do in fact have the save ability, which is very, very nice. On play or on Digivolve, we can reveal the top 3 cards of our deck and play ourselves a Taiki, a Tagiru, or a Yu Amano. Keyword Yu Amano, which means that we can potentially get ourselves our old Yu Amano free. Normally with the Bagra Army, players are only able to get 1 or 2 Yu Amanos at best, whereas with this deck, it is a lot more consistent to get Yu Amano on the field. Very, very powerful. And that also pairs very well with the new Shoutmon King mode as well. It has the effect where on play or on evolution, we're allowed to play a Tagiru, a Taiki, or a Yu Amano in our hand for absolutely free. All the more value just to get our Yu Amanos to swarm the field and give us extra value, because Yu is an incredibly strong card that has the ability of, whenever we put a purple Digimon underneath this tamer, we're allowed to gain a memory and draw a card. Works on either player's turn. A very, very strong ability, if I do say so myself. And also has the effect of once per turn, we can put any amount of our purple Digimon from underneath any of our tamers to go reduce the play cost of any of our level 4 or higher Bagra Army cards. Now, the main thing we want to be calling out from here is actually going to be the new Mad Leomon, because the new Mad Leomon can digicross with any one of our Bagra Army units, and also with the Yu Amano, we're also able to reduce that play cost even further. The key thing that I think that will make this deck function incredibly well is going to be the Kaiser Nail. So the Kaiser Nail, we all know what it does by now. It has the effect of, we can choose one of our Digimon and play one of our Digimon from its sources. So the key thing here is we want to put one of our Bagramons or our Darkness Bagramon underneath our Mad Leomons, and then from there we can Kaiser Nail it out and get the on plays of it for absolutely free. We all know what Bagramon does. It has an amazing removal effect, or we can even snipe a card out of our opponent's hand, and the new Darkness Bagramon is incredibly powerful as well, with the effect where on play we're allowed to delete one of our opponent's Digimon, and then we can put up to 5 Bagra Army cards from our trash underneath it as a source. During our opponent's turn, whenever our opponent tries to do basically anything when they attack or try to digivolve, we're allowed to trash 5 of our sources, able to bounce all of the tamers on the field into their respective owner's hands, potentially resetting the board because tamers are freaking annoying. You know what they say, I hate children. And lastly, all the Bagra Army cards, if you guys have been paying attention, they all have the inheritable effect where during the opponent's turn, when this card itself is trashed by an effect, we are able to gain memory. So potentially if we set a Bagramon perfectly, we're going to be able to gain 5 memory, preemptively ending our opponent's turn. I'm looking forward to playing with this deck and see if it works out. I rolled a 10.
I rolled 11.
Oh, you roll higher than me somehow. That's impressive.
I impressed you. Okay.
Good luck, have fun.
Good luck, have fun. So we'll go hatch. We have Monimon this time around. We're gonna go into Psychmon, draw me a card.
Oh god, is he bringing the he's bringing the hunter deck again, isn't he?
A little more spicier than that, shall we say.
Yeah?
I'm gonna play Ren down. Nothing too special here, and it is your move.
Oh, does he not do anything on play?
Nope. This is just a very fancy vanilla, similar to you and Taiki, stuff like
Gotcha.
that. Their main effects are during their main turn.
Okay. Then I will draw for turn. Interesting. I'm gonna hatch myself into a Demi-Meramon. Demi-Meramon is gonna evolve into Gumdramon. Draw a card.
Oh, this man's copying me, and he forgot that Monimon exists, apparently.
Is it, or is it something a little bit more spicier? I'm gonna hard play myself a Kiriha Aonuma, putting you at 1 and pass the turn to you.
Put me to 1, but we'll put a card underneath Ren. Next, we will Digivolve into Yasyamon to draw, and we will suspend the Ren to put the save in there, making it a 1 cost. Okay. On play, I could play either Iru, Ren, or Ryuma, but I do not have any of those, sadly. I'll Digivolve for 3 into Metal Life Kuwagamon to draw me a card.
I will draw for turn.
Yep.
Gumdramon, it's time for you to move out. And now, fancy that you mentioned about save abilities, because Gumdramon also has a save ability. And I will use that to evolve it into Damemon for 2. Putting me down to 1 and draw a card. Then Damemon's effect. On play or on evolution, I can reveal the top 3 cards of my deck and play 1 Yu Amano, Taiki, or 1 Tagiru. So I reveal the top 3 cards of my deck. No tamers to be found, unfortunately. What a shame.
We're safe.
Damemon is now going to swing at security for 4k. On attack, thanks to the Gumdramon's inheritable, as long as it has a save in its text, I do draw a card. 4k.
Hey, we get a Ryuma comes into play. Free of charge.
Oh, okay, well, fair enough. Well, since this Damemon is in fact a Damemon, I'm going to use Damemon to evolve it into Tuarmon for 1 cost. It only costs 1 when evolving into a Damemon. Draw a card. And then take 4 memory and hard play myself a Choo-Choo-Mon. On play, I reveal the top 4 cards on my deck. I get 1 Bagra Army from among them and 1 Yu Amano as well. Check the top 4 cards on my deck. I did manage to find a Yu Amano. Unfortunately, no Bagra Armies from the top 3.
Okay. Hatch Moneymon. Digi into Dracmon to draw. We're gonna put Psychmon underneath Ren. Give this Digimon plus 2000 DP for the turn.
Okay.
This has some nifty power-ups here. So he's gonna swing into that Powomon. It gets a plus extra 2, so he's 11. I get 1 draw out of the deal. And then when this Digimon deletes one of your opponent's Digimon in battle, gain 1 memory.
Oh, that's strong. Okay, well, do you have anything on deletion other than the gain 1 memory?
Nope, that'll be all.
Okay, so you will gain your 1 memory first. You go to 5. I will activate the on deletion of Demi-Meramon first. On deletion, I do draw a card and discard 1. I'll discard a Kiriha. And then I will use Tuarmon's effect. On deletion, I get to play 1 Damemon from my trash, suspended without paying its memory cost. So, I will play the Damemon suspended, and he has the effect still on play. Reveal the top 3 cards on my deck and look for a U. I found a U.
Now, let's have some fun here. I'm gonna activate
Nani?
blue card.
Blue card?
So, I get to reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Then I may Digivolve one of your Digimon into 1 non-white Digimon among them without paying its cost. And then, if I don't, though, I get to add a Digimon to my hand. So, reveal 1.
Oh, no.
2, 3, 4, 5. Oof.
He's looking for Quartzmon. I'm terrified right now. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
Ah, that's fine. We'll at least grab Gumdramon. And then I will Digivolve into Jinmon. Draw a card. And then I get to reveal the top 3 cards of my deck. 1, 2, 3. Nice, we get a U. 3 U comes
you get
in.
all these tamers. I will set myself to 3. Thank you, Kiriha. I will unsuspend, and I will draw. Ooh, I think it's almost time for spicy, boys and girls. I'm gonna hatch myself into Demi-Meramon. Then, I'm going to evolve Demi-Meramon into the Soundbirdmon. Draw a card. And then, time for a little bit more spiciness here. I will hard play myself another Yu Amano, putting me down to 0. And then, it is time for Damemon to attack security for 4k.
5k.
It dies, and then has the effect of on deletion save, and then I get to place 1 card with the save icon in its text underneath one of my tamers. So I'll first use Damemon to put it underneath Kiriha, but then I will take the Gumdramon in my trash and put it underneath Yu Amano.
Okay.
And then that triggers Yu Amano's effect. Once per turn, whenever a purple card is placed underneath this Digimon, I draw 1 card and gain 1 memory. Now, let's keep swinging. Go Choo-Choo-Mon!
Ooh, Taiki.
Oh, Taiki. That's really strong. Okay. And then I'm gonna use effect. When I would be placing a level 4 or higher purple Digimon with Bagra Army in its traits, I can take a purple Digimon underneath it to reduce it by 2. Man, I was hoping that the Choo-Choo-Mon would die, not gonna lie.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. But that's fine. I will still do it anyway. I will, in fact, take the Gumdramon and this Choo-Choo-Mon?
Choo-Choo-Mon wasn't underneath the tamer.
It was not, but I will use it as part of the Digicross. I'm Digicrossing into Mad Leomon Armed Mode, which is his Digicross requirements is 1 Mad Leomon and 1 Bagra Army. So any Bagra Army. Okay. So I will take that. So it reduces it by 4, so it only costs 2, putting me down to 1.
Yep, so it's my turn?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Draw for turn. Let's promote up my guy. We're going to activate Ryuma's skill. We'll take the Arrestermon, put it under Ryuma. Then we will take a Dracmon underneath Taiki to draw me a card.
I will trigger my Mad Leomon's effect during your turn. When an opponent adds a card to their hand from an ability, I will trash 1 evolution source from it to draw 2 cards. So I will trash a Choo-Choo-Mon to gain 1 memory, putting you back to 0, and I draw 2 cards.
Sadly, that's not going to stop me, though.
I would imagine.
I'll put a Metallic Lifemon underneath, gains me 1 memory.
Very nice.
So, let's Digivolve Dracmon into Opossumon. Skill, we will rest Ryuma, put a Restermon underneath the Possumon.
Okay.
Then, I will rest the Ren and put another Psychmon underneath the Opossumon. So this is a free evolution. And then we will swing 6k into security stack, and I get to draw 1, draw 2.
Yep. Security check. a Bagramon for 13k. It's definitely dead.
So Opossimon's skill will now trigger for save. We'll save this underneath you, and then we'll save Dracmon underneath that. But first, we will resolve the on deletion of Monimon. So I'll draw first.
Okay.
And then Jinmon swings in. Since it magically now all this Digimon has saving card text, because of all the inheritables, it has save in its card text.
Oh.
So I get a draw off this. He's 13, but skill of Jinmon. For each green and black tamer you have in play, reveal the top card of your deck. Play any number of green or black Digimon cards among them with a total play cost 10 or less without paying its memory cost. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. So we have two. So reveal 1, 2. We get a Dracmon though. This is going to be the fun part. Activates on play of Dracmon. We will reveal 2 cards. Ryuma and Taiki.
Okay.
I'm going to put this back, and I get to draw 2 new cards.
Whoa, that's strong. Oh, man. And that's 13k?
Yep.
Security check. 1k, you live.
We're going to go for Digivolve into Opossomon, rest the U, and the Taiki.
That's
to
free.
Put Dracmon, and put Dracmon underneath. Skill, reveal top 3. 1, 2, 3. Oof. No targets.
Oh, thank God. I thought you could get the Quartzmon in your hand. Oh my goodness.
No, I got something better though.
Oh no.
Wartsy Boy is here to play.
You rest everybody.
Yep. Suspend all Digimons except this, and suspend all Tamers. Gain 1 memory for every 2 suspended Digimon and or Tamers in play.
So there are currently, that's rested as well. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You gain 5 memory. You're back to 0. Ah, Jesus.
And your stuff does not unsuspend, by the way.
That is correct.
I'm going to play Gumdramon. Skill of Gumdramon. I will put a Clockmon underneath it.
Oh, you are crossing. Okay.
Yep. So this will be a 2 cost, so it'll just make you go to 3. I didn't want to give you 4. By placing 1 card with save in its card text from your hand under one of your tamers, draw a card. So we'll put a Yasamon under Titan. Draw me a card.
I'm going to draw for turn.
You're at 3, bud.
Thank you, Kiriha. Let's go Soundbirdmon. Well, it's time to do something a little bit more spicier. Soundbirdmon is going to swing at your security. On attack, I will use its effect. I can put 1 purple Digimon underneath one of my tamers in order to draw 1 card. I will put this Bagramon underneath one of my U Amanos. In order to draw a card, I will trigger the U Amano that just got a Digimon underneath to gain 1 memory, and I draw 1 card.
So 4K. I don't think Soundboardmon was surviving that.
There was no chance. Alright, on death, I will activate Demimirmon's effect. I draw 1 card and then discard a card. I will choose to discard the Damemon, and then Soundbirdmon will save. And that will also trigger the other Amano U in order to gain 1 more memory, and I draw a card.
But you're not at least going to be able to reduce your cost at the moment.
Oh, that's what you believe. But would you believe me if I told you that Yu Amano is not required to rest himself for his effect? So, I will activate Yu Amano's effect. I will take the Bagramon, and I'll take the Soundbirdmon, and I will also take the Darkness Bagramon as well to Digicross into the new Mad Leomon Armed mode for 0 cost. And now, the spice of the deck is finally here. I activate the option card, Kaiser Nail for 4. I then are allowed to choose one of my Digimon from my sources and play it out for free. I play Bagramon out for free. And I know what he does. When he comes into play, I choose one of your Digimon and put it underneath as a source. So, I will take that Quartzmon and put it underneath Gumdramon as a source. And then, I'm going to activate Kaiser Nail 1 more time. Allows me to play another one of my Digimon from one of my sources. So it's time to bring out the Darkness Bagramon. But I will be using this Bagramon as a Digicross for sources. It doesn't reduce the cost from Kaiser Nail, but it does still get to use it as a source.
putting you to 3. And when he does come into play, I do delete one of your opponent's Digimon, and then I can choose up to 5 Digimon cards with Bagra Army in its traits and put him underneath him as a source. So I will choose to delete the Opossumon, and then I will choose up to 5 Bagra Armies. Unfortunately, Soundboard is not a freaking Bagra Army, which is bullshit, but whatever. I will put them underneath my Darkness Bagramon. You putting you at 3, and that's all I've got. Your move.
Unsuspend, draw, hatch. Start of main phase, we'll put Taikeru, a Gumdramon to draw me a card.
Alright, and that triggers the Mad Leomon armed mode. I will burst a Soundbirdmon in order to draw 2 cards. And when Soundbird gets bursted, I do get to gain 1 memory. And that will also trigger the other Mad Leomon armed mode to discard the Gumdramon to just draw 2 cards.
Darkness Bagra does what again?
So his ability is, during your turn, whenever one of your Digimon attacks or Digivolves by trashing 5 cards from this Digimon's Digivolution cards, I return all Tamers to the opponent's hands. We return all Tamers, including my own.
When I
can
Digivolve.
burst- But I'm not sure if that counts raising. I'm pretty sure that doesn't count raising.
No, it doesn't. So I lose all my Tamers if I Digivolve. Got it.
Yes.
Ryuma skill, we'll put Arrestramon underneath. We will Digivolve into Dracmon to draw me a card. Since I'm still turn priority player.
Yes. You do have effects you can activate first before Darkness Bagramon would potentially trigger.
Yes. We will Digivolve into Opossumon to draw me a card. Skill of everybody.
Make it cost 0. Fair enough.
We'll take Metal Life, Yamon, Rakmon.
Fair enough.
And we'll take a Restramon underneath. A lot of free value there.
A lot.
Reveal top 3. 1, 2, 3. Oof.
And now, the Darkness Bagramon will finally trigger. When you evolve or swing, I can burst 5 sources from underneath in order to bounce all Tamers to hand, which includes my own. So buy my own Tamers.
Okay.
And also, that triggers the on-trash of the Damimon, the Tuarmon, and my Chuchimon, respectively. When they are trashed during your opponent's turn by an effect, I gain 1 memory, so I gain 3 total. And then I will draw for turn.
Yep.
I will hatch, just evolve into a Soundbirdmon, draw a card. And now, let's go with Mad Leomon armed mode. Swing at security for 5k.
2k.
And then Darkness Bagramon swings for game. Isn't it cool? The Kaiser Nails are so freaking cool. Alright, come on. Wasn't the Kaiser Nail cool or what? I'm so glad I was able to showcase the full power of the Bagra Army with a little bit of some blue text in it. It was such a fun build to play, and I'm looking forward to playing it in real life as well. I'm not really much of a purple player, but honestly, playing with this deck kind of reminds me of Machinejimon, but purple. Oh, right. That makes that 10 points for me. We still have a pretty big lead if I do say so myself, so what kind of decks do you want me to play? Be sure to leave your suggestions in the comments down below. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.